that was dope.
Alright, so we got another installment, hopefully, of the Skate 2 career mode playthrough while my toddler is sleeping. So we're doing a midday stream. Still trying to refine some stuff with the equipment here. It's looking like I'm pretty much going to need to update my CPU for my desktop because it starts bogging down like crazy and creates issues, and I really want there to be a non-issue based experience for folks that are coming through that are kind enough to stop by and see what's going on. So I do continually apologize for folks that are seeing not the smoothest content experience due to equipment issues that I'm having. So I'm going to continue to adjust as needed, but for the time being, we're going to continue with some of the challenges I have left in the Skate 2 career. There's not a whole lot of specifics at the time being. There are some. So right now, we got throwdowns. I don't need to do any of those. Pick a Pro, so they're following stuff. We also still have the own the spots. The properties, I've done I think everything on those for right now that are at least available. There's also the Fantasy Plaza challenges I haven't done yet as well. So I know there's probably not going to be a lot of interesting stuff going on, or at least within the time frame I have, which is unknown. At least I don't know how long I'll be able to sit here on the stream today, or at least not here at this time. I will plan to be back later tonight, but that's not important because most people that end up watching this will be doing so in the replay. So none of what I'm talking about right now will really matter. So I'm going to do some of these following not very interesting challenges just to get these done. And along the way of following some of the folks, I may actually unlock some more of the spots. Because I think I'll keep in tradition to what I did with the Skate 1 career playthrough, and that is do the own the spot challenges, or at least try to have all those unlocked and completed as the last thing to do. So because these are very uneventful, and I will probably have some issues trying to get some of these done just because of the nature of the challenges. I've already fallen twice. Very interesting. So if anybody jumps in and wants to get the chat going, then we can BS about whatever. But right now I don't have the popularity base to assume that that's ever a possibility. So we're going to go through the painful process of following the pro folks in the game and unlock some stuff. I think a lot of the upgrade items and just the other clothes and skateboard accessories for the respective companies start to become unlocked once you do these. It's really not that big of a deal as far as the equipment that you can unlock. There's no real quality difference between anything. It's just a matter of basically a commercial.
They're asking you to skate a demo with them. They want you on the team, so you should go skate with them.
And there's an unlocked demo, so let's go ahead and might as well, since it's unlocked. We'll do the demo for the respective companies and sponsors that open up as you do the follow a pro things, this, that, and the others. I'm trying not to turn on the light that's in front of me because it's going to blind me. And I don't need a headache today, so I'm just getting over being sick. That was the issue. We back in it. We back going at it. And these are purely just a matter of getting the points totals. So we're just gonna do a bunch of crazy crap. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes total. Get 7,500. The multiplier going, and then just walk around the park. Just hit up some combos. Try a little bit of everything. Obviously, I've cleared the 7,500 point goal total there. Go ahead and refresh some of the muscle memory. Keeping an eye on the processor performance here. I had mistakenly thought that when you get a currently manufactured capture device, that the capture device itself does a fair amount of the encoding for the actual stream. But that is not the case, at least not with this one that I have. A lot of the CPU processing happens pretty much damn near all of it happens inside of the actual machine you're using, which wouldn't be a problem in most cases, especially if you have a system that was produced within the past year or so. However, the system that I'm using right now, my desktop system, I made from parts that were available, I want to say in 2009. So as far as technology is concerned, this is some ancient stuff going on here. So my equipment is having a very difficult time processing the stream. That's why I'm limited to 720 at the time being. I want to bump everything up to 1080, just because I think it'll obviously look a little bit better. But to my knowledge,
yeah, man, that demo was sick.
there is not anything else I can alter in the settings with my current hardware
You know what that means.
that will allow me to process everything and have a somewhat smooth experience in terms of the graphic quality. So I know it. I'm working on it. I need to upgrade my processor. Probably upgrade the RAM. Because I do not have the financial means at the moment to just do a whole new build, which would be ideal, best case scenario type of stuff. I am in the process of trying to save up for a dedicated laptop that has current technology that I can use, as opposed to relying completely on the desktop that I have at the moment, which will allow me some mobility as well as a lot higher resolution without too many issues regarding the processor power limitations. I don't really do the PC game thing right now, at least, but that would also allow me to open up that realm if this streaming thing ever catches on, just to play some PC based titles. Now in the event that where everybody's holding out fingers for Skate 4. Now, in the event that ever becomes a reality, through EA or otherwise, I guess EA technically owns the franchise. So if there ever becomes a kind of predecessor to the Skate games, and it happens to go PC based as opposed to console, or at least not strictly console, I don't want to be holding myself out to that. Those capabilities. So there's a lot of variables at play here, and I'm trying to take them into consideration.
Oh, what time is it?
As much as possible.
These guys arrested you to skate a demo with them. They want you on
So
the
really,
team, so you should go
the
skate
part
with
we're
them.
at now is you follow all the pros and the respective sponsors and companies
Oh
to
my
this
God,
area,
dude, you were ripping until that.
and then you do a demo, and as long as you meet the point requirement, you unlock that respective company's items. So it's very laborious and very repetitive. That's why I'm trying to do it now when I don't really have a possibility of there being a lot of people coming through. Because most people are at school or at work in the middle of the day on a Friday. So it makes sense. Unless I got some folks around the world, some international viewers that may technically be experiencing their evening hours at this time and aren't necessarily bound to other responsibilities. And I definitely welcome all those folks to the channel. And for the sake of continuing the talk, I am in the process of collecting all of the current gear that I have in game titles and putting it into a database, or at least a spreadsheet type of file that I can link to have folks go ahead and check out at their leisure, so I can get some recommendations on what to follow up with. From what I can tell, and from my opinion at least, a lot of the stuff that's out there right now, a lot of people are doing the current titles, the stuff that's out now, and it's really at the point where I'm not competitive enough with a lot of those titles, nor do I have the equipment to run a lot of that stuff. So I figure there's no point competing with the folks that already have a large, loyal viewer population. It's just really, I don't have enough to offer those folks to distract those viewers, or at least I don't think I do. So I'm trying to pull some stuff that isn't being done frequently to see if that could generate some interest, just because of the fact that there's not a lot of folks currently doing as such. That is a mentality that I am going to stick with until otherwise stated at some point in the future. And it's very fun talking to myself, which I can do absolutely no sweat, no problem, all the time. But if I get any folks that happen to be jumping in and want to get the chat thing going, by all means, feel free. We can get interactive. I'm just basically doing a lot of robotic stuff at this point. Not a whole lot of mental or physical power needed to knock out some of these follow a pro and then demo challenges. Hopefully everything's coming through. I bumped the settings on the stream to the higher quality. There's 3 levels of quality and latency settings that you can choose inside of YouTube itself, and I've been experimenting between the 3 to see if I can get any type of performance and quality upgrade with one of the settings over the others.
Yo, thanks for holding it down at this demo.
That's the Flip stuff.
Sounds like Flip's pretty psyched. Looks like you're on the team. Time to go to work.
Alright, so we'll just keep going through the list. So it goes all the way through, it looks like. Pretty much all of the folks in their respective companies have the follow challenge followed up by the demo. Which again is very laborious and repetitive. But it is part of what we got going on.
That was tough.
Try not to make too many mistakes in the tube here.
Yeah, bud.
Go ahead and hit the brakes. And just not even go over the thing, which is fine because my dude does a back and forth situation here, so I need to not dork around and get over this thing so I can follow my dude. And we're falling down. I'm gonna have some issues if I can't get off the board. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna have to redo this one. See, this is the thing. It gets frustrating. So I just need to not do what I just did. It's kind of the summation of where we're at. It looks like it's going to take the same. Did I just mess it up again? I just did it twice. That's great. That's quality content. Turning out that high quality stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just weevil on around here. I'm gonna try and walk up. Can I just walk up it, please? No. Alright. Did I just do it for the third time? I think I did. Alright. There's a lot of issues at the time being with this whole situation. So yeah. It's only going to get better.
Brad.
Probably. Hopefully. Nope. At least I can walk up this bank. Because if not, that'd have been a problem. Alright. Simple tricks. We're messing them up. What am I doing?
Sick.
This one.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yo, if these guys are asking you to skate a demo with them, they want you on the team. So you
Alright, so I'm not going to travel there. Just go ahead and do a transport.
should go skate with them.
I feel like I already did the girl. I don't know why there's a deja vu thing already happening. So if you tuned in last time, you saw me do the Can You Spell Girl challenge 4 times in a row. And I only needed to do once. But I was too busy not paying attention to the to what the buttons were doing there at the end of the challenge. I kept hitting restart unknowingly.
Shutdown! It's over! Shutdown! Magic?
Oh. Nope, not enough speed. Do front flip for the ladies. The hell out of nowhere.
Oh, look at that Veribot doing a varial flip.
Yep. Not quite what I had in mind for that little situation we got going on. He was too much. What's up, my dude? Welcome back. Not a whole lot of exciting thing going on at the moment. Just trying to get through this Skate 2 career without too many issues. But that's never a guarantee. What's my favorite skate game? Oh, I don't know. I think in terms of replayability, probably 3. But I really liked 2. Just because it was so much better, or I wouldn't say better, it was so much more refined compared to Skate 1. And the online was pretty interesting. I don't know, I think it's just because it was so much different. And I think Skate 3 really didn't build upon a lot of the advancements that were made for 2. It was just a brand new map or a brand new environment. So it made it new just because of it was different areas, if that makes sense. So if I had to pick one of the 3, I would probably say 2 is my favorite. But as far as skateboarding games are concerned, probably Tony Hawk Underground
Demo is sick.
1.
You're still ripping. We want you on girl. If you're down,
But
we're down. Let's do this. So you know what that means. Time
I don't
to
know.
get some coverage and go film for your
It's been a while for all of them, so
video part.
I don't need to. I'm not gonna do any more. Do I really need? Because I did. Did it not save? Because I already did the chocolate one. I feel like it's just a cheap way to get.
Yeah, bro, let's get some skating in.
We'll do one of these. Just get some money built up. I don't really know the point of the money thing other than buying the locations in the game. But once you bought them, then you just pocketing it. So let's turn that around. What is your favorite skate game and why? Some reasons.
Yo, back in the day in this skate park, they used to have cobra fights in the back bowl. That's why they call it the Dueling Snake Skate Park.
See if I still got this.
I ain't trying to do no 360 damn hard flip. No, I did it all the way around instead of the 180. Yeah, first 2 maps and the music were better, but 3 has better details than Mega Ramp. No, I agree. I did like the inclusion of the dark catches and the dark slides and stuff. Those were a nice addition. What else? There was other. They had the create a park thing where you can make your own stuff pretty much from scratch. I didn't see the point of it. I mean, I didn't think it was worthwhile. And there was a severe graphic, like it seemed like the frame rate dropped whenever you in the create a park stuff, the mode and whatnot.
Come on, man, didn't your mother teach you how to
It seemed
cross
like
the street?
the quality of the frame rate dropped significantly.
Wow, this is
And I didn't. It wasn't. It seemed like that at the cost of the frame rate drop, it wasn't really that groundbreaking. But I mean, a lot of people like to make their own crap, so I could see. I can see why that was added, but I could have done without.
Wow, how did that happen?
I like how we're jumping straight into active traffic here.
Oh, yo, here goes an easy one for you.
See, I don't know if I should hit him with the 540s or not. For the sake of time, I want to.
Sick, dude.
Maybe I don't have to.
Oh, please. Woo, that was proper. Wow, how did that happen?
But I'm planning to be back on tonight. with something completely different. Not only the game itself, but
Get some, bro. Get some.
I've got an idea for some original content, so to speak. The problem was I have to use my laptop computer that I currently have, and it's worse performing than this almost 10-year-old desktop system that I'm trying to use right now. So I'm limited to older consoles, just due to the fact that I can't really do anything in HD quality with the laptop without it bursting into flames. But I don't have all day to do this skate with the pro situation here, so I'm gonna go ahead and implement the 540s as soon as I can actually turn it all the way around.
Pay up, sucker.
They don't give you enough push room.
Dang, bro, that was proper. Dang, that felt good, dude. That was
Alright, so this is going to become a
yesterday,
problem
bro.
pretty quickly.
Oh, this one's gonna be a letter for sure. Dang, I just got lucky on that one.
Especially when there's a car or truck.
Wow. Oh, hold up. Check this one.
Alright. I'm really going to need the 540s to start working because I don't want to keep doing this. Alright.
Oh, you killing it. Wow. Taking my points.
What did I do? I think you gotta get 3 full pushes. Just spin it all the way around for some reason.
Woo, looks like I still got it.
No, it's not going all the way around.
Hey, that's gonna be a letter for sure.
I'm gonna need you to get by a car right quick.
I'll count that one. Ah, come on.
Keep on chucking. What we got? Got 540 flip. Hard flip. You flip all the way around? Not quite. Alright, so you gotta get a full pop.
Wow, this is magic.
Good thing that car stopped. We had some issues.
Dude, I'm over.
My dude got hurt. Alright. Not every trick goes all the way around.
Wow, how did that happen?
He flip, no, he flip. Does that count as yeah?
Oh!
Alright.
Ah, come on, dude.
So I'm trying to remember if these are completable or not, or if they just
No
renew
way.
themselves constantly. So if I were to try and replicate that, would it allow me to? Throw down. Okay, so it puts a little lightning bolt thing. Does it matter which pro? Okay, so if you go to, alright, so let's theoretically, different spot, different person.
Thanks for calling. How about a game of skate?
Just go ahead and max it out. I really don't see the point in collecting much more currency. After a while, there's really no point. Speaking of not a lot of point, so in Skate 3, the story mode is based upon being like an owner for a new board company, and you want to sell boards, and you do it by doing challenges, and you become a bigger entity throughout the story mode progression and sell boards. That's kind of the whole thing. After a while, it really doesn't mean anything. Like, it just like, okay, well, you sold 1 million or whatever boards, congrats. So I've been trying to figure out a way, in my mind at least. Wait a second, my dudes can do 540s in this? Did I just screw myself over? Yes, I did. Alright, this is gonna suck. Anyways, you kind of get to a point in the story mode, at least if you're following through with the career, where you've got way more currency than you're gonna need.
Pulled that one out of the bag.
Or you've done the board selling to the point where there's really no incentive to do much more.
Alright, whatever.
And for example, there's really no, like, there's no reason why any of that becomes a limited commodity. So what I mean is, why would there not be a situation? So for example, so you're jumping down all these stairs and doing all these tricks. Like, I think especially if there were a difficulty slider, if you're using one, like in 3 there was like the normal and hardcore mode, for example.
Still got it. Still got it.
Why not make it to where it's possible to like break a board, for example? So it's like, all right, well,
that's cool.
Your board breaks, so you got to spend, you know, $50 of in-game currency that you've collected doing missions to have a new board set up. And that becomes kind of like the incentive not to just waste all the money. Or like if you get sponsored by a company, then it's like $30 instead of 50 or something like that.
Come on
and you have like different board characteristics. So like with the real skateboard, over time you start to get cracks in the board and you lose pop in the board just because the different plies of wood become, they're not as sturdy as when you got a brand new board with no cracks. So maybe there's like a board health meter. It wouldn't be called that, I'm sure, but bear with me. You'd have like this status bar showing the strength of the board. So as you're doing a challenge, basically your incentive is you want to complete the challenge sooner, because if you're doing the challenge and the board were to break, then you automatically fail the challenge and you have to redo it. That just seems like something that could add another dimension to it. And it's generally realistic. The longer you use a specific board, especially as you're jumping downstairs and stuff, you're increasing the chances of having it break. So, man, they're getting me on a 540. So it could add another level of realism to some extent, and make any in-game earned currency an actual like commodity that you have to keep track of, because if you got to keep replacing stuff, you're not going to just spend it willy-nilly. Plus, you could take into consideration with this board health status I don't know what it'd be called, but again, bear with me. If you're jumping downstairs constantly, or if you're jumping down large rails or doing flips and stuff on vert ramps, it makes, of course, it puts more damage quicker on the board. So if you're doing a challenge that requires either a big drop or something like that, you're pretty much at the point where you want to make sure that you do it right quicker. That just seems like it add another level of commitment to it. Now, of course, if they're doing the I guess the different difficulty sliders, if you're using the easier mode, then you take that whole thing out of the consideration. Like, you don't even have that that type of thing, or you just make it to where the board strength degradation isn't as fast as what it would be for a more difficulty based setting. I don't know. I've just been trying to think of a way. Not that it matters, because nobody's asking me that's currently trying to produce anything, but that was one thing that you'll see on different message boards or other things online where people discuss, like Escape 4, what would be different. That's something that I had thought of that may be interesting to add to it. Just another dynamic.
Done.
Yeah, now I gotta catch my breath. I've been talking too much. And I completely didn't even pop the trick. That was great. Amazing.
Oh, hell. What?
I wonder if I drag that bench, if I move it to the front of the stairs, if my dude will hit it.
Guaranteed, guaranteed.
I probably wouldn't stay there.
All right, let's see what I got.
I don't want to do all that.
What? You thought not?
360 inward heel flip. 360.
You think I don't have that? Come on. Here we go. Hey, mess with the bull? You get the horns, kid.
Don't hit the dude.
Okay, I'm up.
I gotta not come back to this spot because that 540 thing was, that was my own thing. That was mine. That was the way I got out of these situations. And now I got the computer doing it. Man,
You know how long I've been doing
it's
this?
not very time effective. But as long as my dude keeps doing stiffies down the stair set, then I should be alright. I almost hit that guy walking, so I clipped the stair instead. Not a fun time.
Guaranteed stuff.
I got really lucky on those. All the ones in between, like the varials, they're more difficult, I think, than the 360 variations, because you can get a lot more wiggle room where the flick it stick goes.
Okay, okay, I can do this. You know how to plant the hand? You even know what planting the hand is?
I'm gonna need my dude to fall or repeat a trick. That works just as well. I ain't seen a kick flip 540. But we don't hit it up.
Man, it's cool.
Now he's got it too.
Pulled that one out of the bag. You got that one. Still got it. Still got
I
it.
need to bust out some 720s. I think that's what we're eventually looking at here.
All right. Whatever. That was cool.
Hey,
got it.
You still with me? No, maybe not. I got a couple folks hanging out. I appreciate it. That lady. Hold on.
My turn.
It's her fault. It's all her fault.
Over it. I can do this. Told you. Told you.
I need all these pedestrians to not be there.
Oh, I got that one. Peshla. Whoa.
They're all hanging out at the bottom. That's not good.
That was all bolts. All bolts.
They still there.
What up now?
Alright, I'm gonna need my dude to start falling pretty much as soon as possible.
What? Wow. Stuck that. Guaranteed stuck. You kidding me?
I appreciate that. What we got on the clock? 1 o'clock. 1:06 in the PM.
Damn. Really?
Somebody hit something.
Guaranteed.
What we got left? Not only 3 flip, maybe?
Hey, you think I don't have that? Come on. Are
Alright.
you kidding me?
That only took way too long. My dude threw his water bottle on the ground. That's littering. That's a ticketable offense.
Hey, you won that one. I say we play again. I got this next one.
Get some dolls built up. Alright, so that's I don't see the need, and so if that's going to take a long time. So if I go through all of the pros in the throwdown, yeah, and then these just keep regenerating. Okay. So let's go into the challenge map and see what we got going on. So we got to own the spots. I want to do this last if possible. Pretty sure I did all those. Those all the completed challenges are done. But I all the meat challenges. I don't see the point in doing those at the time being. I've done the Maloof Money Cup. So let's do the Fantasy Factory. See how that goes. So, Fantasy Factory Plaza. So we have the indoor section.
What up, guys?
And
Welcome
there's some
to the
outdoor
Fantasy
stuff
Factory.
as well.
What's up, Bobby D?
right. What's going down, Retta? You want to check the place out? Come film me. I'll give you a quick little tour. All right, here we go. To my right, of course, is my office. We're coming up on the streets. Oh! Oh, man, I know you didn't expect that, did you? Bam! Oh, back tail. Here we go. Let's see. What's this? Woo, man. Well, that's the factory plaza right there. I tell you what, why don't you guys head upstairs and check it out? And when you get done, come holler at me and we'll have a sesh.
The upstairs area. So there's a few spots in the actual area itself we got going on up here.
Buttons.
Trying to remember. Is there any? Yep, let's go ahead and do that real quick. A little bit of injuries. So there's just a butt ton of window ledges, and if you go down there, all right. Well, that means if I were to look at the challenge map, it won't show them to me specifically, so I have to physically find everything I want to do. So there's the film challenge that I'm seeing on the mini map, so we'll go there first, I think. And then there's the spots. There's 3 of them up here, it looks like.
You want to get a clip?
Or at least the one right there. Do tricks on all the obstacles. That should take only about 2 hours. 8.
You'll start it up.
Alright. So there's 1. 2. Do some manuals here, it looks like. Drop out. Oh. Another nose manual. Hit a grind. And I think that's all for the ones over here, so we'll jump over eventually. Go around.
What are you doing over there? Get over here. Come on, this is the spot.
I'm in the challenge area. So manuals. One more manual. Do some flip in, flip out stuff.
Yo, peep this, kid. This is gonna look sick.
Replay everything.
Dude, first try.
Alright, so there's the one spot up here. Over there in the corner. Is the film okay, the film challenge right here.
Yeah.
Trick from roof to roof, gap into the LA ditch. Gap into it.
Alright, good to go.
Fair enough.
Yo, you're gonna be psyched on this one. Check it out. Killed it.
Not too bad.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna save mad tape like this.
About to run into this bench at high speed. Or table rather, not even a bench. It's a full grown table. Oh, so now we're all the way over here in the I believe this is a party play area in multiplayer. I want to say it is because I remember it distinctly. There's a lot of space in here, but there's not a whole lot of stuff to do. So I'm not sure if the return on investment for the time spent coding all this is actually significantly high, but it is what it is. So we've unlocked another filming challenge, so we'll see what that's about, which is right here.
Remember?
Now that you've conquered the riverside, find a way to put a line together hopping from platform to platform. So I guess I gotta go across all 4 of them.
And go.
So there's the trash can for the first 2.
Worked right there.
Is it a grind or should I just try to get on it? So we'll grind that one. That one's going to require a little bit more extraneous work, but there's no timer on it. Should I put this somewhere? Maybe not. That's not worth it. Can you do the... No. So if I put this in the middle, that should be enough to jump onto and then jump off of. And there's no easy way to get this on top of anything without some glitching. So we're not going to worry about it. Now, maybe the difficulty will be getting enough speed. Because you got to get a couple good pushes minimum. And can you set a marker in the... Okay. Alright, so that's going to be a problem. I'm thinking those stairs may need to come into play. Or I'm going to have to drag that that trash can and put it next to the first one there. Because I don't think it's possible to gap onto and then off. But I could be wrong. So it saves the area that you move this stuff. So if I carry speed over and get at least one good push, I think I can gap that out, but this needs to be closer. Like right there-ish. So that's not a good way to continue. So that's there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to put those together. The problem is if I end up busting out on the attempt, that trash can will not be there anymore. A little bit of problem solving. So I'm thinking this little ramp thing situation might become a lot more meaningful. Or you can just land it like that. Now I need to not fall. Alright, so it's really just a matter of hitting the dumpsters at the right angle. Okay. Then you gotta grind this one. And then grind this one. That one needs to get moved up closer. That's the problem there. So before I even get there, we're going to move it. In the middle. Like so. And then restart from the marker. And that was the issue. And we're missing it completely. Having some dumpster issues. A little bit more dumpster issues. Becoming a problem.
That's not fun.
There's one. Alright, so now it's just a matter of not falling. Just like life. And let's see what we got here. Some nose grind ollie flips
You know what's so good about this?
for everybody.
Good. Look how good I made you look.
And replays of those.
Dude, are you psyched? I'm psyched. Be psyched right now.
And then a little bit of, you know, bodily harm there at the end. Alright, so there's the spots that can be activated. And, I guess that's in for the filming challenges, so we're gonna go talk to Rob. See what he's doing. Around the corner. But yeah, there's a lot of space used up in this area. That's just kind of there. Like this whole thing, whole section. It's just an empty lot. I guess is the point, but still. There's a filming challenge. I guess that's with Rob. Grind all of the objects. How many we got?
The bail gun. Let's get to work.
5. Not too much. This is the one. Alright. That didn't count. So we'll run up the stairs. Do a little turnaround. Alright. Let's see if I can actually land on the ledge, but we're stuck on the ramp here. And okay, we're gonna move on. Not a lot of time to go, but the rails aren't too bad. And I'm gonna try not to run into anything full speed and have to redo everything. So we'll turn around and fall. That's what we're gonna do.
Get up and try again.
Going for the back nose blunt.
Get it going.
Not a good idea on that rail. Let's see if we can't. No, hold on. I'm not gonna let this ledge become a problem. Let's do no slide. That didn't count. What am I supposed to do? What is happening here? Grind the front of it? Is that what we're seeing? Alright, so there's that. So I wouldn't even got it anyways last time. That's there. We'll turn them on around. Then hit that. I would go up the rail, but that's a very high probability of falling. I'm not going to do that. Swivel around and get it done.
Look how sick this looks.
Lots of replays.
Build it right there.
Dolls. Alright, we got another R. Mr. Robert. What's going on, Robert? Around the outside. Grind across the gap. Nail the rail. Get up the ledge. Gap the flatbed. Grind across the gap. Swing her on around. Nail the rail. Or just hit it with your nose. Smell the rail. That's what's happening. Smell the rail. Oh, gap up the ledge with the bar. Hey, then gap the flatbed. With the backside flip, of course.
keep this footage.
Barely made it up there.
Killed it.
Dude, first go?
A budding star.
Man, that was sick. Here you go, Retta.
Whoa, go easy, go easy.
I'm putting on a little jam session right now. If you guys want to come out and join, you're more than welcome. Mi casa, su casa. Good skating with you guys. Be easy.
So there are 5 spots unlocked, and now this jam thing. What is that achievement? Complete all the film challenges. Okay. Let's do the jam and just get those taken care of, and then at some other point I will spend energy on the spot. Push on around. Push on around. So it looked like it's indoors inside of the main building and on the roof, it looked like. Is this best trick? No, it is not. That's why it says regular next to Fantasy Jam. The grind and flip trick combos tend to get the multiplier up quicker than if you were just doing one or the other by themselves. And if you can do flip in, flip out stuff, that'll also be helpful. And pop out over here. Little doubles action, unintentional. Alright, so that should be a comfortable lead. Jump through the window here. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. A little spinning. Now we're going to the roof. Almost got the gap to grind. Neat. Neat stuff. Good stuff right there. Going over dudes. Zach, what's up, my dude? Welcome back. You can't be telling me you got nothing better to do on a Friday.
Money! I love it. I love to see that stuff. Oh, everybody give it up. That's time. Oh, let's put the cap in round 2. It's over. Take a look.
We
Yo,
coming
you
in.
totally annihilated the place.
Damn
today, yo.
factory. All right. So there's 5 spots here. I wonder on the spot, did they show up at all in the main list? No. So there's 5 spots here. I'm not gonna do them right now. On the spots, those are all different property. Monster Clubhouse. I think I got all those done. Because there was the jam there. And then once you complete that, it unlocks it as a playable location. But I don't remember there being any other additional objectives inside. And it does not appear to be the case. What is that thing that looks like a target at the minimap? Let's go find out. Is that a... Nope, that's a lot of stairs.
Ooh, no.
I think it's the Mega Park this out of the other entrance. That's probably what that is. See if I can get there within a respectable amount of time. Yep, that's the entrance into that. Alright, so that was fun for no reason. Hey, so what are we doing now? Enter the stadium. Not the, there's spots down here. Fun track. Monster Clubhouse is where we just came from. The fun track. Let's see if there's anything up there that wasn't dealt with. Because this branches off of the Mega Park. And I don't think there's anything else over here. No. Hall of Meats, that's whatever. Spawn points, I did the Maloof Money Cups. I did the Rob Dyrdek. So what else is left? Oh, wait a second. Find 3 of the 7 pools in the city. Alright, so I gotta find the pools for the challenge. I found 2, and that one was never drained. I don't think. So maybe that might be a good place to find another pool. Or was that one? Yeah, that was never drained. For some reason. I don't know how to drain a pool. I forget how to drain a pool. I think you have to find... Is that a service? I don't think that's a service. No. I need to find more pools. At least one more for that one challenge. One of the first ones actually that I walked past was the find the pool thing. And I never stuck to it. So Now I gotta find them. Find one. Which may take a long time, so I'm not sure if that's what I want to do right now. There's gotta be more stuff going on. Other than me hitting people. Because I could do the throwdown skates. But I feel like there's gotta be something else I could do. Nothing up here. I'll do some water bottles. So if I can find a pool within a reasonable amount of time, then that would be great. But it's a big if. And the residential area is probably going to have much more going on. So let's do... What's the spawn points look like? Lighthouse, Perch, end of the spillway, Murder Horn, top of the E, 2 drop in. Let's start at the top of the map and then work our way down and see what happens. But what's that? That's a pool icon. There's a pool over here? Where's the pool at?
Yo, be careful, be careful.
I don't see no pool. Isn't there a challenge at some point where you jump all the way down this the dam? Near the end, I think? I could be wrong. There's gotta be something over here. Yeah, because this whole thing gets drained out and you use that. Alright, so that's not making any sense. I need to find a pool to unlock that whole situation. And this is the exact top of the little hill thing. Which means if I can get to the bottom in one piece, I'd be at the residential area. Which probably has a pool or 4. And it's cars. What's the sketch button? Never mind.
Yo, be careful.
Everybody beeping. This shortcut? Yeah. Yeah. This shortcut? Well, something happened. I don't know what happened there. Alright, we got some issues with some traction here. Make it. Am I ever going to play Skate 2 online? Are the Skate 2 online servers even still active? Because I haven't logged in a hot minute. I don't have... The biggest barrier I have right now for online stuff is I don't have an active Xbox Live Gold membership. So I'd have to, well, I will be getting one at some point for online stuff. But I'm not even sure if they still have these servers active for Skate 2. So I might need to do some research into that and see if that's a possibility.
Yo, be cool.
You're in Skate 2 online right now. Alright, well then yeah, you should, I consider you a reliable source of information on that topic. So yeah, Are there a lot of people playing? Like, is it active, or is it just like a handful of people like myself that have a hard time letting go of the past and play these games over and over? Like, is there actually like different people doing things? I really don't want to be looking for a damn pool right now. I gotta get an EA Nation account thing put together as well. Some people, not many. All right. Well, you and your friend. All right. Well. Yeah, so I guess so. I need to get a gold level membership for Xbox Live, and then I also need to get an EA Nation account thing. I used to have one. I want to say I still do. I just don't remember the passwords and username I was using for it. So maybe that's another reason to do a little bit of research. So, and another thing I was mentioning, so I'll let you know, just because I was talking about it earlier when the stream started. I do have limitations with the setup that I'm using now, which is why, unfortunately, I have to use like a 720p max resolution, because I was under the impression when I bought my capture card that the capture card itself did some amount of the encoding required for like streaming and recording. And it turns out I was very wrong in that the processor on the computer that the capture card is hooked up to is actually what is in charge of pretty much all of the processing. So my goal within a reasonable amount of time, however that's defined, is to get a upgraded processor on the desktop that I'm using now that can handle the processing capabilities much better, so I can bump up the resolution and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also in the process of trying to get a laptop system that has adequate processing power, so I can also use that as well if needed. So that's also a possibility, but something that I will be doing. I plan on tonight coming back and doing some new stuff with some older systems, because I have to use the current laptop that I have for the content I want to start doing, and that system, the laptop that I have currently, is not strong enough to handle pretty much anything in high definition. So all like the high def stuff, so all the HDMI stuff, so like Xbox 360 like I'm using now, or like PS3 or anything newer, by all means, anything newer than those, it just can't handle it. And I don't have a current gen system right now that I could try out on this setting that I have, or at least the current settings I have for the processor that I have currently in this desktop. Pretty much what I'm trying to say, I'm rambling, but what I'm trying to say is this equipment I have is very much outdated. So the stuff that I've been able to put out up to this point is like the highest quality I'm capable of until I can get some upgrades and some new equipment. But I am working on it, so it is, you know, it is something that will be happening at some point, hopefully sooner than later. So when I get some of that better equipment and I can increase, like, you know, stream quality among other things, that will allow me to do a lot more stuff in terms of online competitive multiplayer stuff. A lot of the stuff that a lot of people are doing right now that are considered to be popular streamers, I don't know what kind of terminology you want to use, but a lot of those folks are doing a lot of the online multiplayer things, which makes sense. And I'm not at a capacity right now where I could be competitive enough to have anything resembling entertainment. So I'm doing a whole lot of
Yo, before they had this weird art sculpture right here,
other
they had this
things
statue
in the
of this guy
meantime,
David
which is what's prompted me to do like the skate playthroughs. And I don't know if I can even technically do this while the water is still, because it won't allow me to roll away any of this crap unless I can go backwards. Yeah, it's not even worthwhile. So I need to get these damn pools dealt with. And I feel like I'm missing out that crucial step in the city. There's got to be more pools. And I'm blanking on where those are. Already done all those. That's all the stuff I've done. Dang it, I don't remember. Where's the Slappy's blog thing? That may have some... I don't, that's got some of the pictures. I don't see anything in here. These don't give me anything I need at the moment. Alright, that's all the... I don't feel like doing all that crap. Yeah, the Hall of Meat stuff, I could do without that, but that's just me. So I really need to find, because that opens up a lot of challenges once you get the, find 3 of the 7 pools in the city. That's what I need to do. I need to find another pool. And I don't think lower res, Stacks, urban res, Sunset Heights. That's holding me back, not having the pool thing. So we're coming up close to 2 p.m. here on the East Coast. I'm probably going to call it a day at 2 p.m. for this, but I'm planning to be back tonight with something completely different. Or at least that is the goal at the time being. I need to get the pools emptied. And you have to find them to do that. So I'll probably be doing some online research to see how to get that moving. Because right now the only thing, so it's the Hall of Meat stuff is left, Own the Spots are left, and the throwdown games of Skate with the all the pros. I haven't done those yet. Done 2 of those. So that's really the majority of the things left in the actual career mode objectives. And I'm blanking on where to go from here. That's not helpful. And I'm just completely falling. But I'm surprised to hear that the servers are still up. Because that, I don't know who would be running them, because if EA folded in Black Box, so I guess it's got to be EA servers. Unless somebody else is doing it third party, which doesn't make any sense. Because I mean, they're not up. they're not really known for being friendly about stuff that requires financial backing.
Yo, that was fresh.
But I don't know. Who knows? So that's really gonna bug me because there's a lot of other stuff going on. I remember specifically there being a challenge down there at up at that dam thing that's up there at the top. But all the spots that have water in them currently. So that's why I'm trying to think that there's a connection between finding the at least one other pool. Because I think that opens up the drain service that you can call using the phone. I don't know, I could be making all this up. I've had a bad memory already with 2 things related to the game in the career mode specifically. Because there should be a way to drain this. That's where I'm going. Like, obviously you can't just jump in it. So there's a service that you should be able to utilize. And I think once you find the pools for Navarrete, or whatever his name is, and that opens up the pool drain service. I don't know. Zach, do you remember? Or anybody else that's watching, do y'all remember how to empty the pools? 'Cause that's holding me back right now. There's a tree. Found a tree. Okay, so that's the end of the road thing right there, where I came out of earlier. I don't know where the pools is. Nope. That's what I wanted. Nope. Can't jump in the fence. Nope. Can't even jump on the board. Hold on. Is there stuff up here? No. Off limits. No deal. Anything that's got a gate? No, never mind. Anything up here? No. We're gonna go door to door looking for pools. Is kind of where I'm seeing. Oh man, so there's the big old wall thing. I don't think there's any pools down here. There's the little subway thing, not subway thing, what is it called? Trolley, something or other. What the hell just happened? My dude got impaled? Okay. Can't go in there. You get down to the bottom of this a lot quicker.
Holy cow, oh my god.
Alright, let's just jump. Forget it. Yeah. Damn, straight to the fence. Can I go over the fence at all? My dude's glitching in the fence. Alright, we're not gonna do that anymore. Alright. Go ahead and get on down. I don't know. This isn't helping. Well, that looks like it's going to be my homework at least, is finding a rationale for where to find these pools and then open up the pool draining thing to open up the rest of the challenges that are related to those areas. Because this isn't getting me anywhere. A bunch of injuries, but not a lot of progress. Any pools in sight? No. Nothing. Is there an easy way to get down here, or is it gonna glitch? It's not gonna let me do it. Nah, it's not gonna let me do it. Now we're starting to max out the processor, so you might be experiencing some severe to moderate lagging. Yes. Alright, so that's gonna be my homework. I gotta figure out where the rest of the pools are and use that knowledge to get to the next progressions. I could have sworn there was some other things. Like I don't remember everything about the career mode for this, for all the challenges, but I remember there specifically being like one of the last things you do, or one of the last challenges involved the dam, and you basically did like some crazy gap. You dropped into the dam and then something was going on. I don't know. Again, I could be making all this up. Okay, wait a second.
The spot is where it needs to go down.
That's a pool. Did I just inadvertently solve my issue? Okay, so that's 3 of 7 pools. Alright, change of plans. We're gonna figure out what happens. Buckle up, everybody. Oh yeah, I'm yawning. I'm tired. Look at that. We got a big old question mark. I gotta pay attention. That's a lot of loading.
Later. Whoa. Later, Dennis.
Oh, Retta, they let you back here?
Hey, Michael. I should have known you'd be here.
Yeah, man, just trying to put together this pool article for Thrasher, but so far in San Van, all the pools have been blowouts.
Yeah, that seems to be the going theme around here nowadays. You remember this fine person right here? Skater of the year back in the day?
Oh, yeah, no way, man. You guys should have been here earlier. We had a really good session going, but as you can see, they geeked it. But as long as you're here, maybe we should try to shoot something.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Alright. Party pool found. So I got 4 of the 7 pools. There's a rail.
Dude? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let's see if this is going to tweak grab above the deck.
All right, man, let's see it. Tweaked out air.
Tweak grab above the deck. So we gotta get some speed. And then not fall. And do those together.
You should see it from here.
Okay, so I gotta use the right stick. That's the problem. I didn't use the right stick. And we fell. Good thing there's not a timer. Get back around. Nope, you want to land on the coping there. Don't fall, please. Okay, some speed.
Next try. Oh, this is it.
Tweaked.
Oh, that was sick.
You know, I'd pick one of them.
Alrighty. That's fine with me. We'll do that. So I don't think I've done any of the... So did I just... I think I just unlocked, technically speaking, the Thrasher progression of challenges.
What? The dude's out, you're skating a pool and you don't even call me?
Damn, Sammy, relax.
Hey, who's this broad?
I'm the person that made this place skateable.
Okay, yeah, this is where they open up the
What do you mean you made it skatable? How did you make it skatable?
draining the
I started up this little side gig. I drain pools for a little cash and a chance to sesh.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, show me something that needs draining and I'm there.
There it is. See, now, hey, I knew I wasn't
You want to
hallucinating.
be on the cover again?
Not this time, at
Boy
least.
Mike Burnett, that's the dude.
Whenever you're at a pool, you can use the services. Sammy drains it for hunting. Alright, so that opens up all the thrashers now. Here we go. So that'll be a good spot to stop for now, just because I don't have the mental energy or the caffeine level to continue going. But now I'm a lot happier that I don't have to spend a lot of time researching why the whole pool thing wasn't making any sense. So that's where we're at now. That means when we pick up next time with Skate 2 that I will start progressing through the Thrasher stuff. And that'll probably be a lot more entertaining than some of the crap I've been doing lately is. So let's do that. So we'll do that. I appreciate 2 is too much for coming through. Zach Abbott as well. Seen you guys before. I do appreciate y'all coming through and jumping into the chat. It is much appreciated. So that's where we're at. So let's do that. We'll pick up next time on the Thrasher challenges and probably get through those within a short amount of time, relatively speaking, and that'll be kind of the jump off for the rest of the Skate 2 career playthrough before we move on to Skate 3. So that's where we're at now. All right. To be continued, I guess, is the best way to wrap this up. So I'll see y'all sooner than later. Take care of yourselves.